How are you?
Sit there, Tom.
You're good? Hi. Okay. Mr. Myers, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Excellent. Hi. So my name is Candy. I'm adult social care. I've been allocated to complete a social care needs assessment for yourself to see if you need any support at home or if we can provide you with any support. And I've also been allocated to you, Mrs. Myers, to do a cares assessment based on your caring role. Okay? So these are assessments, obviously, you can decline to participate or, or so forth. Yes? So my understanding is that you're his carer. So
and his wife.
And his wife.
Yes.
Yes. So the referral came through from the mental health team, I believe. Okay? From the mental health team. Yeah?
Don't worry about anything. You're just don't worry about anything. You're just here because that's one of the reasons that Universal Credit and all those involved, the GP, everybody has made this referral.
Okay, so I don't know about Universal Credit, in regards to that sense. But yeah, so that's why I'm here. So in regards to
I'm telling you how it all started. Okay? So let's don't cross the lines. Yeah, let's do not cross lines. That's because that's what I said to you. You've been given misleading information when you spoke to me on Friday, and we need to accept those things because I have been. This is in progress from last year, and even
1 minute. So let's just slow down. So what's been in progress from last year?
All of this while you're here.
Okay. So the referral has been from last year. And
that's why I mentioned. That's what you said. You don't know about Universal Credit,
yeah.
So I am telling you.
Universal Credit. Okay. All right. So is it that you want support in regards to Universal Credit? What is the...
Do your job what you come for about mental health.
Okay.
I'm just giving you information that needs to be included so that there is no misconstruction of how I have to reach out to be calling for support.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So, sir, in regards to your support needs, what support do you think you need, or what support is it? Why supporting you with?
Yeah, she look out and cook and wash and everything.
Okay. So she cooks. Okay. And when you say wash, is that physically wash you?
No, wash clothes.
Or wash clothes. Okay.
I've explained already. He does everything for himself except I only cut his toenails.
So cut his toenails as well. Okay. So, sir, in regards to the referral, is it that you want formal support in regards to you want carers to come in and to offer any support, or is it that you're happy with the support your wife is providing you?
I'm happy with the support she providing.
And yourself, are you happy with the support you're providing?
But I've told the people how we get here. That's because of what's been happening to me the past 8 years. There are
So you're happy, but okay, so you're, let me see. Okay. So you mentioned something's been happening in the last 8 years.
Yes.
Okay.
As a result, I've lost some of my basic skills that I learned from the age of 4+.
Okay. So when you say basic skills, what are they?
That is, those are to do with the roles I carry out as a carer. Okay. So I am, if he was in a situation like I'll make reference to my mother who had dementia, where she had to get care 24/7. I would not be in a position to help him. So some of the times when I am out, unable to function, he is the one who actually is like role reversal, doing the caring, making me breakfast because of what's happened the past 8 years.
Okay.
So just to let you know what my background is.
Sometimes he provides. So the support is quite shared. So there's times you support him, and there's times he support yourself.
I've explained all of that, and I'm telling you my background, why I reach out for support.
Okay. So in regards to your support, if you're saying, you're quite happy with the support you're providing him, and I'm assuming you want to continue, what support are you looking for? Exactly?
I explained it to them that if I could get somebody at times, maybe to come in here, help me prepare a meal, because they went through all the questions, shopping, blah, blah, blah. I said, no, I don't need help with shopping, because that's a means of me getting out of this prison that I have been put in. And I quote, when I did not become 1 in 5 of all suicides are associated with unemployment, we are now 600,000 older people in the UK, so they get out of their homes once a week or less. So shopping is a means of me getting out of this prison.
So you would like someone to cook?
Well, I'm just thinking of whatever help somebody could offer me, because on top of my caring job and all whatever is happening, I develop an eating disorder. So maybe I'm thinking by the time I cook the food, it just goes in the bin. So maybe if I have nothing to do with the food, like I go to the shop and I buy food, I eat it. Maybe if I have somebody to help me and him prepare a meal, I could portion it up and put it.
Okay,
maybe
so
that would be a help.
Bulk cooking.
That would be a help. I'm looking at ways and means, early intervention strategies, and holistic approaches.
So I'll do. So I'm assuming, sir, in yourself, you cannot cook for yourself.
Pardon?
Can you cook for yourself?
Yeah.
You can cook.
No, he's not at the stage where he can cook. He's 99 years old. He can hardly eat most of the things. So he can, yes, prepare a breakfast, boil toast, make toast, boil egg, make whatever tea, but he cannot prepare a proper meal.
Okay. So in regards to, so you can do like breakfast and stuff, but you can't do like, when you say a proper meal, is a proper meal like something you cook from scratch, or is it something you just buy from the supermarket and put it in the oven? What's a proper meal?
Where I come from, a proper meal is where I cook from scratch.
So cook from scratch.
Yeah. And we are both diabetic.
From scratch. Okay. What can do breakfast and light meals? Yeah. Sir, can you get yourself something? So, for example, can you go into the kitchen and get yourself a snack?
Yes.
Yeah? Yeah. And you have access to drinks, to juice?
Yeah, provide everything he needs.
No, that's okay. I just need to ask here from him.
Say it again.
Do you have access to juice? Can you go and get yourself something to drink?
Yeah.
And I'm assuming you can feed yourself. You can feed yourself.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't need to assume.
And currently your wife does shopping. Do you go shopping with her at all?
No.
He doesn't go.
He goes and gets his medication. And that's part of him keeping himself active. If I offer to go with him, he refuses, and I don't push the issue.
So he goes.
Yeah. So that is him getting out of the house once a week or less.
Okay. So once a week.
And there's a statistic, and if you want to see, I can show you.
In regards to your medicine, sir, are you able to take this independently of support? Your medication?
It's packaged. It's packaged. It's packaged.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's packaged.
Are they in a blister pack?
Yes, it's packaged. And if you want to see it, I can show you.
and you can take them yourself. Yeah.
I think all this is a waste of time because I already discussed it with the person. So that's why I have this on to show. That's why I have this on to show, because I have issues with Southwark Council on a whole, because they let my neighbor die in there on her own 2016 or whatever. So I'm glad you're here, so I can pinpoint whatever. Nothing to do with you. You're doing your job. You're doing your job. Yeah.
I respect that. That I respect. All right. In regards to your personal care, sir, are you able to wash and dress yourself?
Yes.
Yeah. What about your toilet needs? Are you able to go toilet by yourself?
Yeah.
In regards to maintaining the home environment, can you do any cleaning?
No.
No, nothing.
No. Okay. Do you do any cleaning yourself? Do you do any light?
Did you just
dusting?
answer the question? Yes, you can do little things if it needs be.
Okay, so
yeah.
Okay, so you can do little things. So you can do little cleaning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can wash up the things that he use in the kitchen.
So you
yes, so he can do it. He's not informed that he can't do things.
So when you say he doesn't do any cleaning, is it like bulk cleaning? You're talking about like hoovering, changing the bed sheets?
No, I don't do that.
You don't do that. We can do. And who does the laundry?
Pardon?
Who washes your clothes?
Didn't you answer the question already?
No,
yes, you did. You asked the question. Yes.
You did?
Yes, you did.
Oh, well, sorry. Wash
Don't be
clothes.
sorry.
Oh, yeah, you did say at the top.
Don't be sorry.
Yeah. So wife does clean.
You're following a manual. I had it from Julie. I had it from Gillian McTaggart.
Right. In regards to the home, can you just describe the home? So is it a 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom property?
It's a 1-bedroom.
1-bedroom. And it's currently technically your property, isn't it?
It's housing for women I parent. I'm a tenant here.
But he also have his tenant for his own property, my understanding.
He
right?
owns his own property, and I explained all of that.
He owns. Okay, so you have owned his own property. But you spend the majority of time here. Yeah? Did you say this is a Southwark property? Is it a Southwark property?
Housing for women.
Housing for women. So who owns it?
Housing for women. That's who I have a tenancy agreement with.
Oh, okay.
Want to know more? You can contact them.
Okay. So we have the setup is this is living room, bedroom, kitchen, and bathroom.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's who owns. That's who I have a tenancy agreement with. Housing for women.
I didn't see that. Okay. Do you feel safe in this property? Do you feel safe?
Yeah.
Yeah. Any falls?
Anyone?
Any falls? Do you have any falls where you trip, fall on the floor? Yes. Falls. Do you fall over? Do you fall over?
He hasn't had a hypo the longest while.
No,
He only had a fall whenever he has hypo. He hasn't had a hypo in the longest while.
Oh, okay, so no history. Unless you said previous
a hypo. So you have to be very careful. And if it reaches stage that I cannot manage him when he has a hypo, I get the professionals out.
All right. And I'm assuming you can access all the rooms in this property. You can go in all the rooms. Yeah. In regards to relationships, sir, obviously you live with your wife. Do you have any other family members that comes and visit you, or you go and see? Do you?
He has a son.
You have a son.
His nephew's wife and grandnephew was here yesterday.
Okay. So you have family members who come and see you, yeah?
Yeah.
And do they come and visit you often?
Yeah.
Whenever they can. They don't know what often is to you.
Okay. And sir, can you use a phone?
And?
Can you use the telephone?
Yeah.
Yeah? Do you have your own telephone?
Yes, he has a mobile.
He's got a mobile. Can we have that number, please? We only have your number.
I don't have it in my head, so I don't know if he knows it in his head.
Do you have your mobile number?
I don't remember in my head.
So you have a mobile phone?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. If you bring it, I could use it to call, and then we can get it.
Yeah. Okay.
Am I going to get access to those? Am I going to get access to
Yes,
that?
no, of course.
Okay.
What happens
Okay.
once it's written and it's been authorized, a copy will be sent out.
Okay.
Let me see. Or do you after?
Sorry?
In regards to your assessment or your needs. Thank you. Is it turned on?
Turned on. It's on.
It's on? Okay, so if you put my number in it, and then I'll be able to have your number.
Give her that to do.
Yeah. Is it do you have any pin or anything?
No.
So I'm gonna have to take it off. It's on flight mode. So I'm just gonna take it off flight mode.
Sometimes it just fiddles with it, so whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sit down. Come sit down. Yeah. I just want everybody to see that I'm not holding you prisoner in here. There's no coercive control. You're a free man. Because that's what is leading. No, you don't know about what I'm saying. There are other issues that do whatever. So I have to cover my back. That's why I'm doing this. Yeah? Remember, I said it's 8 years. 8 years. This has been happening.
You keep saying this, but I feel like I don't know what this is.
Don't do your job. Do your job. Do your job, man. Do your job.
Right.
Do your job.
Just bear with me a second. Like I put my phone somewhere, so I don't know if you want to take it down yourself. Let me just make sure it's come up. Okay, excellent. Okay, so taking down your mobile number, is it still fair to say the best number to get hold of you sometimes if I can't get hold of you is by your wife? Yeah? All right. No problem. All right. It's fair to say that you are retired. What was your past profession in terms of your work? What was your past profession?
Painting and decorating.
Painting and decorating.
And for clarification, you can have a look at this
What's that?
to say what I've done to make sure he's not held prisoner.
Oh, I can look at this.
Yeah.
After.
Yeah.
Well, that's fine. All right.
I'm telling you why, because you said something about whatever. So the police had to break into his house because he missed an appointment. So I went and make sure his GP has everything, so whatever. So that is relevant. So maybe you could make a note of that. So I put every measures in place to safeguard both of us.
Okay, so this is to your surgery.
I'll repeat, the police had to break into his home because he missed an appointment. So I went and I used whatever I know because of studies and my experience to give the surgery information, because I hear you said, ask the question, if you can't get in touch with him, then whatever. So I'm just showing an example.
No, that's what I said. So this was sent to his surgery.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I said. All right. So you was retired painting and decorating. You're retired. In regards to benefits, are you getting the correct benefits? Do you know if I'm assuming you're getting your pension?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you get pension credit?
Yeah.
Attendance allowance?
Yeah.
Yeah, get all of that. And in regards to your finances, are you able to manage these by yourself?
Yeah.
You manage them by yourself, so you can go to the cash point and take out cash.
The last time he lost 1,500, and before that they cut his bag and stole £1,000. So I don't know who done it. But the last time he said he lost it, but with situation, somebody could have picked it. But he said it lost. So I said to him, whenever you're going to look about money, let me come with you.
Okay. So why? And we already established before you go outside. But it's fair to say informal situations like going to the GP, going to a bank appointment, you will go with him.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes, that's a part. All right. So I think that's it. I could be wrong. I think we covered personal care and stuff. We covered basic in terms of cleaning, your need of support and support around food. Okay. What I need to inform you in regards to food is that carers don't cook from scratch. So for example, if it was the case, if you was asking for carers to come in, they don't actually cook from scratch. What they will do is they will reheat something in the microwave, or they will put something in the oven. So like if the meal's already cooked, they will reheat that. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So in light of this, obviously you said you can do basic things. Can you use the microwave?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, he's not able to operate those things again. So don't worry about if whatever, I'll work my way out. Yeah. past 8 years, he's been traumatized. So that has impacted on him. Taking age into consideration, he's 99. Yeah. So a lot, he's like in my saying, my growing up once a man, twice a child. That's where he's been at. But whatever has happened the past 8 years have really knocked his confidence and everything to do with whatever. If somebody can come to cook from scratch, I'm getting myself back together. As we've survived 8 years and been here. So forget about that.
Well, yeah, just to let you know,
I'm not saying you're doing your job and I'm doing my job.
Yeah, of course. Okay.
As its carer, I have certain amount of rights.
Yeah. So in regards to yourself, obviously, as I said, I've been allocated as well to do an carer's assessment in regards to how you feel about caring for your husband, if you think you're coping, if you think you need support. So in regards to yourself, how are you feeling? What's your general feeling about your caring role? And also, if there's any other issues about yourself, feel free to discuss, and we can see what we can do.
All right. Before I answer any questions, what's your qualification? So, what's your qualification, experience, and whatever, with regards to what you're going to do with me now? What is your qualification?
So, in regards to this, so I have been an assisting practitioner for the last 5 years.
What does an assisting practitioner?
So we go out and we do Care Act assessment under the Care Act of 2014.
Okay. I'm not familiar with that Care Act, so.
Okay, so that's what the assessment comes under. So that's how we assess.
Okay. Yeah. When you're writing up that note, can you send me a link where I can find it, please?
What?
The Care Act. Put that in there, yeah?
Of course. Okay, so in regards to yourself, in regards to your carer's assessment, do you want one? You're entitled to one. You can decline one.
No, I'm willing to go with everything because that's going to help me to build whatever I need to build.
Okay, so
shoot, fire away.
So in regards to yourself, how do you feel about your caring role?
I am okay with my caring role because the way I was brought up, I've been caring from the age of 7 years old when my youngest brother was born on the 11th of the 11th, 1966. And if you go online, you will see my credentials, and I have my thing here to say how I can undertake my caring role. So if there's anything that's needed, I'm good to go. Just caveat: we should not be in this situation where we're traumatized.
That's what I keep thinking. I feel like I'm missing a part of it.
We're traumatized.
Why are you traumatized?
Because of what's been done to me.
I mean, it's your story, so if you don't want to share,
no, it's part of your care assessment.
But
it's part of your care assessment.
I feel like, as I said to you, I feel like something is missing.
Whatever. I have to talk what is happening. If you don't want to be here, go on. If it's going to upset you, go on. You don't have to be here and it causes you upset. Go on. Go back to the kitchen now. You're done. Don't want you to be upset. Okay? Because hearing it is going to upset you. Yeah? So how did this start? Came back from my mother's funeral.
This is 8 years ago, okay. Yeah? So 8 years. Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure in terms of the timeline.
Yeah. Came back from my mother's funeral. Was finally given the opportunity to transfer because I wanted to continue working. I could have easily packed up my job and come and be carer. But because of my situation, work keeps me going. So after I came back from my mother's funeral,
I just asked where you used to work.
London Early Years Foundation. They were once called Westminster Children's Society. Changed to London Early Years Foundation.
And what type of job was it? Was it just like, what type of job was it?
I work in the early years sector.
I don't know what it is. That's why I'm trying to make sense. I don't know what it is. So
your level of whatever. I said to you, I work in the early years sector.
Was it to do with children? I
What
don't
do you
know.
do in the early years sector? Children, yes.
Yeah,
So let's
children.
put down my
Okay.
qualifications
So
there
work
now.
with children. Okay, so go ahead. I just want to make
Okay,
sense.
so I was the EYFS coordinator. Put it down there.
The who? The
The EYFS coordinator.
EYFS coordinator. Okay.
The SENCO.
Hmm?
The SENCO. SENCO.
SENCO. And what's that?
There's no E. SENCO. SENCO.
CO. Okay.
Capitals.
Yeah. What was that?
Children with disabilities.
So you used to work, but following obviously.
Can
the
you write down
fasting.
what I said? You can write down.
That's fine.
EYFS coordinator,
Yes.
you got that. SENCO is
Code.
capitals.
Yes.
SENCO.
Yeah.
And the multi-generational working approach facilitator. Write it down. You haven't written that down.
It's fine.
No, you need to write that down, miss. Because that's the only way you're going to understand the past 8 years, because you keep having things about. Can you write that down?
So say that again.
Multi-generational working approach facilitator.
Approach.
Facilitator. Yeah, and then when you go do some research.
It's fine.
Yeah.
I trust that. I trust what you say.
Yeah.
Okay, so in regards to the last 8 years, so then obviously you came back from your mom's passing, and then you had an opportunity to transfer.
So I could carry on be working and be carer to my husband.
Okay.
And then it went downhill from there. I don't need to say anything else about that, except it's all out in the public domain. So that's how we're here.
So when you say it went downhill,
that's how I ended up needing you to be here interviewing me, and my husband traumatized.
What went downhill though? Because
I've just told you. I've just told you where I work.
So you worked. Your mom passed away, and then following that, everything went down. Okay.
So I just told you where I work.
Okay.
I told you what my job role was.
Okay.
So I think that's enough information for you to have. Or you was just refusing to write one of the things I told you.
No, but
yes, you was refusing to write. Okay, move on from there.
Okay, so how do you feel about your caring role? So this has told me
I've taken it on board because it's something I've done from the time I was 7 years old.
However, the referral came saying that, implying that maybe you are struggling. So this is why I'm asking you, how do you feel? Do you think, obviously we identified in regards to carers don't cook from scratch, yeah? So in regards to
I don't think you need to go back over that because I've just cleared that up.
However, I'm going to explain.
Okay.
So now what I'm trying to establish with yourself is, what do you think can help your current situation? You keep making reference, this is where you guys are at. But what do you think, for example, will help me in my role? What do you think is missing? You keep using the word trauma. Yeah, you're traumatized. Do you think you need support to deal with that trauma? I'm dealing with the trauma. Okay.
And I've been dealing with the trauma from I was advised in 2015 to see counseling to find out why I react the way I do to certain situations. Okay. So I've done 12 sessions at the Maudsley. 12 sessions, okay. I've done 2 years of mental health research.
You say mental health research, not like counseling, just mental health research. Okay.
The counseling came from the Maudsley session, CBT it's called. Okay. Yes, I've done diabetes research.
Okay. So but that doesn't explain. So in regards to yourself, because you keep saying trauma, I'm trying to establish, are you getting support now? Is there anyone involved apart from obviously Southern Adult Social Care? Are you involved in another team? Is there anyone else advising you guys? I don't know.
But that's what I said. This has been 8 years, so I've been through all of those.
Yes.
I've been through all of those, and I have the documentation.
But what about now? Is there anyone involved in your care now?
That's why you're here.
No, but so I'm from Adult Social Care. But so, for example, because you speak of trauma, are you getting support from the mental health team, for example?
But I told you I've been through it all. It's 8 years. I've got the letters, so move on now. But, so you're here
you're
because
not getting support at the moment.
No, and that's why you're here. And that's why you're here.
Would you like support from the mental health team?
This is one of the letter. Yes. cut a long story short.
Okay.
I'm
Right. Yes. So I can go ahead and make contact.
Yeah.
Mental health team. Beautiful.
I went for whatever the other day, and they done said they're gonna do whatever assessment. So it's like I am on this cycle.
Hang on a minute. So
I am on a cycle.
So you are known to the mental health team because you just said you done something the other day.
You're just repeating yourself. What did I just say? I said I've done. No, let me finish. Listen, let me finish, miss. Okay. I said to you, I was advised to seek counseling to find out why I react the way I do to certain situations. Do you have that? 8 years ago. You said that was 8 years ago. Let me come now. I've had 12 sessions at the Maudsley.
Was that 8 years ago or was that recent?
2016.
Okay.
I told you I have the letters. So all you need to do is ask me for the letters.
That's fine.
Right. I've done 2 years of mental health research with King's College Hospital.
Okay.
Yeah, and I can verify all of that. Fine. I am also on their website using the gadgets. I've done diabetes research.
And what about now? That's what I'm asking you. Because at first you said no, then you said I can make a referral. Then now you're just saying that recently they came.
Can you have a look at that, please?
So they are involved in your care. Okay. So this is what I was asking. Are they involved in your care? Okay.
That's why I said I'm on a cycle. A conveyor belt.
Well, you're not explaining yourself.
No, it's not me not explaining myself. It's not you not understanding.
No, because you
need to get training. No, I told you I have. If you need to see written letters to verify if I'm not explaining myself properly. From our conversation, you should already have picked up. There is something about me that you need to understand, and you still don't get it yet, madam. Okay? That's why I says to you, if you need to see written documentation to make it clearer for you, I can provide.
Okay. So that provided me with an appointment. Since I need written documentation, what was the outcome? Are they going to
I have not had an outcome yet. So I went to this appointment and I'm waiting on them to contact me now. Beautiful. That's the last thing I've had. Okay.
So waiting on follow-up.
Yeah. So that's all you need to say. So now you've seen this, it's clearer because it seems as if my communication skill is not good enough for you to understand. It's no problem. It's no problem. I'm not having a problem with that.
That's fine. Yeah. So beautiful. So at the moment, you're known to the mental health team. You're waiting for a follow-up in regards to you addressing some trauma that took place from 8 years ago and obviously still impacting on your life now. Okay. Do you think it's and obviously, or correct me if you said this before, sometimes it impacts on your caring role towards your husband, and sometimes it probably impacts on the way you take care of yourself as well? Is that a fair statement?
Well, I told them, and it's natural. That's why I'm calling for help. Yeah, because if you know what a person with mental health, and it goes down into where I've developed an eating disorder. There are times I don't take care of myself in terms of even having a wash or anything like that. I don't eat, I don't sleep, I don't whatever. Yeah.
Don't wash, don't sleep.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming this is all being documented with the mental health team. Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you how they do their job, madam. I'm telling you what information I give. So I'm not going to tell you how to do your job or tell them how they do their job. And that's why I'm keeping record now. Yeah, I never ever sit in here when I'm reaching rock bottom and don't reach out for help. So these are some other things. When I reach out, I don't sit down in here and wait for whatever. Yeah.
So you're good. Is it fair to say you're good at identifying when you're getting low, and when those things start to happen, you do start to reach out to the relevant services?
It's obvious, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's obvious, isn't it? Very
There you go.
obvious.
Thank you.
Very obvious. So I don't want anybody coming here with this superiority. Where you come tell me about, I'm not arguing with you, I'll write my report about if you raise your voice or if you whatever. You don't know anything about information. Go on, Tom. Here's another reason why I'm gonna get Southwark Council. Another reason why I'm gonna get Southwark Council. That's just whatever. Another reason why I'm gonna get Southwark Council. Southwark Council is gonna get it proper.
I don't know who this person.
You don't need to know. Just look there. What's on their Southwark Council? Give it to me. Because it's all part of this. That's the job I was doing. Didn't I say I was a Senko, the UIFS coordinator? That's how it ties in with this, madam. So you have a lot to learn as well to do your job. Because if there were children involved, there would be so much more. And as I said, my Southwark Council, my husband stood at this window and cried and said, get help for my neighbor Tess. And so the council allowed Tess to die in her flat. They robbed her naked the day she was born. And then after she died, I made several calls. I even had the thing on my phone. They would be out there. And then after she died, police is going to come. That's when police is going to come questioning or whatever. I have a lot. I've been beaten black and blue by police in this place. So there's lots you don't understand. Get on with the job. Let's get on with the job. Yeah? Because there's a lot of people playing into my hands now. So you be the bigger person and see how much you can help to make changes.
What changes are you making reference to?
Why you're here. That's why you're here, innit? GDPR. GDPR, yeah? The definition of personal data is now broader and includes identifiers such as genetic, mental, cultural, economic, social identity. This is one of my Bible. Okay. So when police is gonna come in here and beat me black and blue on the cover of my former employers,
what?
Leave you so much. I said you can make changes. Am I gonna empower you to make changes? That's what I'm gonna do. Empower you to make changes. Because when you go and look on this report, you're not gonna get it right now. But when you go and sit down and look and tallying up your report, you're gonna be so empowered to make changes, my girl. I'm assuming you're not very, looking at you, you're not very old, but you're gonna be empowered to make changes. Take it from me. You will be making the changes. You'll be so compassionate after you finish your thing here. You're gonna make changes. I am empowering you to make those changes. And let me show you why I'm empowered.
Respect that.
Yeah, well, you have to respect it. You would be not my girl if you didn't respect that. Let me show you why I'm gonna make the changes. Yeah? I'm gonna empower you to make the changes. Yeah? I met that person. Yeah, they're doing whatever. I just uploaded some pictures that I met somebody who traveled on the Rigma 70. This is me, winner 70. So how can a person who was splashed across the world is now this person that they're making up? There's so much you don't know. You're doing your job, and I appreciate that. You're going to be empowered this day.
That's something to be very proud of.
Yeah. But how can I be proud of a situation that I've been put in? That was after that. And there's so much more out there. Yeah? And that's why he's 99. He should be enjoying his twilight years. But instead, what do we have? This situation. You shouldn't have to be here trying to help us. This should have been sorted long ago. So that's why I'm saying, work with me. You're going to get that empowerment to make the changes. But you also will have to go do your research.
Is it fair to say anything? I don't know, like who I'm seeing like this second in yourself
That's what they've changed.
is
That,
what.
can you not look
Sure,
around
like,
my room?
is it fair to say that? I don't know. I feel
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I'm gonna
but
cry. I'm a very
you,
emotional person,
yeah, I
and
know.
obviously I'm from Jamaica, so stuff
Yeah,
like this
yeah,
touch my heart.
exactly.
So
Because
it
that's
just
why
touched my
we
heart.
when
I'm
we were
biased.
on
I'm
the phone and
biased.
I said you've been given
Mm,
information that's not right. So
yeah,
that's already they're trying to
yeah,
you know understand. So that's why I want to work from a level playing
yeah,
field.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm this sort of I'm very emotional. I'm
Yeah.
trying to control the emotions as well as whatever.
Yeah.
And I identify something in you
Yeah,
that resonates with me. I never had a sister.
yeah,
I never had. I've got one granddaughter.
mm,
So
yeah,
yeah. So it's the empowerment. I'm gonna give you the chance to be
yeah.
because I'm gonna give you the information that you need now. Then you're gonna do your research, and then I'm telling you if it's even to get on board with this. You say what I don't want you to, put your job in jeopardy, but you can make the change.
Mm.
Do you agree with me now? You can make change.
No, of course. I
You
think
all right.
it's everyone's responsibility to contribute towards society and make
Exactly.
changes and stuff.
And all what's happening here.
Yeah.
So yes,
yeah.
if you don't mind, where in Jamaica your family?
Of course. So
we know where in Jamaica your family from.
No, Mandeville.
Mandeville, Manchester.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah, Jamaican.
Yes, I am.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah.
Very,
very proud.
Yes,
Very,
we have to
very,
be.
very
We have
proud.
to be. We have to be.
So,
all right, so let's get on with the job.
Yeah.
See, we break the ice now, and I think it's easier.
But you become a different person.
But it's where I've been pushed.
Yeah.
And it's always, I have to be always on the defensive,
That's the word.
You understand? I'm always having to be on the defensive.
Yeah.
Why should I have to prove my?
Yeah.
If you look around my house, you see who I am, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then.
And I think that's the thing. Like, and I felt, as I said, now you're not so defensive as you was. And my point is, I'm not here to judge. No, I know you're doing your job. I'm not here. No, you're not here to judge. You're here to feel no. I don't. I don't. Yeah. That's why I said to you when you called this month. So some people would have just, and I just said. We all have to understand each other. We are human beings. Even machines break down. Yes, of course. So this is the chance to make the changes because with all that's happening out there, it's just like a lot of tokenism and whatever, whitewashing the thingy. Yeah. So finally, but I've been pushed this way to be defensive. I was the easygoing person who would just go out there, and I get involved in advertisement because of my talk because I love to chat. Sorry. No, but look how. Yeah. But it takes. Yeah. Because I was. If I said I wasn't defensive, I was because I don't know who is coming and whatever. Now we've broken the ice. Now we understand. And we are women and. What women has been through. I respect what you are saying. Yeah. And here is what my story is a repeat. Have you read it? No, I haven't. I think you should get a copy. No, I haven't. Yeah, Mrs. Gloria Cameron. Okay. Yeah. Get a copy. Okay. It's very telling. Right. Okay, so let's get on now. You see the different person? No, okay. But I was you're made this way. You're a very soft person. I was made this way. Yeah. I haven't grieved for my mother yet. We haven't celebrated our when, and I'm not so much concerned about me, but him. How long have you been together, if you don't mind? Since 2001. So we were into. Eh? But I decided that I am getting off this cycle that I've been on. So that's why you see me here now. Yeah. And picking myself up. Yeah. So, yes. So we went out and did those pictures to celebrate his 99. So his grandniece, and we done all those to celebrate his 9. This is who we need to see more of. But that was who I was until they changed me. And I hope you get there. Yes, I'm gonna get there. I sincerely with people like you. I hope you get with there. People like who can
uncover that, because it's like a self-protection for me.
Yeah,
I don't know
100%.
who you are, but
100%.
see, we chat and
100%.
there you are. You
Yeah.
see the real me.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. So because this is something that was used also, because I try to be out there. So this I'm quoting things in my head.
Mm.
So this was me, and then somebody used this in a bad way. First, they send the police to section me for my malicious report. So now we're in this situation. So what you see here is me. Yeah. And this is like my son. No, it's my son.
Yeah.
It was a FIFA referee. So that's him up there and whatever. So I'm using these things now. So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
There's so much I can do.
Yeah.
If you see me out there just being myself, but all that has been taken away, and it's like trying to rebuild and take away the
Credit
whatever.
to you for trying and not giving up. And I understand you have a wall against people you don't know, but the mere fact that you are trying, credit to you.
Exactly.
Credit to you.
Exactly.
Credit to you. And it doesn't matter how long you take, as long as you're trying and you're willing to try. I have to.
When I went to this first, I was the background person because of my chronic anxiety. Counseling helped me a lot. So when I went to this, I was not even able. This first, that's me also in the
team. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. So when I went to this, I had to write the question and send it in first so that they could read it out. Now I've performed at the Globe Theatre with choir, and I'm out there, and as I said, but it took counseling.
Yeah, I know.
It took counseling to really.
I used to go to school in America.
Oh, did you?
One of the things in America they do from a young age is in schools they have counselors. It's a very known thing in America for people to always have someone to talk to. Where when I came over here and I was like, so who do you express yourself to? How do you freely express yourself so it doesn't get bottled up? If you see, it's the triggers. So I have to. Sometimes there's no voice, and I'm trying, and people say, "Oh, she's dismissing my throat." I'm struggling to get it out, and because I'm going rehashing the whole thing that caused this, you will notice. You will notice. But yes, because whatever happened to me, it had nothing to do. It was just because of my father's use. When my granny and my grandmother died a month apart, and it was like being an only girl that comes with a lot of responsibilities. And as I said, if there were early intervention strategies in my day, it would have been different. And that's why I do what I do. I'm passionate about inclusion. Yes. Yeah. So that's what that's what I do. 100%. So we understand, but it takes time. I had to put up the barriers because of what I've been through. As I said, now you will sort of understand the 8 years. Yes. I get that. Yes. I get that. All right. So yeah. Well, I guess never let you should never, no one should ever come in here make you feel uncomfortable. I've been beaten. And that's what I invite the police. I invite the police into my house. They were not even supposed to be here. And I saw them out there and invite them. Beat me black and blue. And then they turned around and said about whatever. I was tensing up. So I was not even allowed to use my phone. So I was going down to tell my husband because certain things I don't tell him because I said this. So they beat me up and then they made a report to say that I was tensing up. If a person is tensing up, that tells you something. Exactly. Instead, they put me in handcuffs. Say they're protecting 3 officers from me who is tensing up. But not only that, in the same paragraph, they said, I was struggling with one officer and then grabbing the taser handle of another. And I'm trying to, how do you do that? I'm in handcuffs. So it's the treatment that caused me to now be, who am I meeting? What's next? So I have to safeguard myself. So sorry for any whatever. So we move on now. We clear the air. I am the type, as I said, I will listen and I will fight. And if I feel something has definitely been wrong in justice, I will try my best to see what support and advice I can give from there. And so you see now, my defenses are down. So I'm the me who was always there, but it's hard. I get that. I get that. I suppose in my own life I would be like, defensive about certain things. All right. Okay. So just come back.
And it's not as if the information isn't out there. But what they're doing is making me a voiceless vulnerable because my LinkedIn account has been taken. I write. When I say I write, I've been writing from the time I was little. But my father, and it's like therapy for me. I've written things that was used on other websites. Yeah. So it's like, that's what I do. Well, a lot has been taken away from me the past 8 years, and I'm just like having to pick myself up once I'm knocked down and get my.
I think you need, from seeing, because as I said, because you're willing to engage, you want to engage.
But sometimes it's taken the wrong way.
Yeah. I think it does take the right person to have that continuous engagement to see what can we do, how can we, what support, what is out there, how best to think, but give you the chance to express yourself. And so forth. But
my voice has been silent.
Yeah. And it's always so hard to reclaim your voice back.
True.
Very hard to reclaim your voice back. But no. Well, as I said, thank you. For kind of letting me see the other. I appreciate it. No, because it makes a difference.
Of course. I'm relaxed now.
Because I would have to go back and make contact with the mental health team, and now I can say, no, she is amazing. Like, really, she is amazing. And I think it's just.
And I use my story to help others.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Yeah. So kudos to you. Kudos to you. So in terms, obviously from our service, ideally, by the looks of things, is nothing really going forward we will be helping with. However, I will be making contact with the mental health team for follow-up in regards to what are they doing, just to see, and hopefully they'll make contact with yourself sooner rather than later. Is there anything specific you would like me to say to them in terms of like the support? Because sometimes you get these assessment and they don't come to anywhere. Is there anything specific you'd be like to say, I would like support? I don't know, because you said you've done 12 sessions.
As I've said, I run the gauntlet. Everything you can think of over the past whatever time, I've done it. Yeah. I've done everything, listening, whatever.
Therapy,
some other project where you sit down and talk, everything. Social prescribing, anything going, I've been there. Yeah. And when they're telling me about creative writing sessions, and I'm thinking, yes, I went to see what it was about, but that's not for me. It's like regressing. They can't do nothing for me. I'm above that.
But I don't think, I would say that's what you need.
No, a lot of what they are, I've already gone through that. It's like, as I said, it's like regressing. So I don't need a lot of what
based on the assessment of the mental health, do you feel hopeful? Do you think progress was made?
Well, I spoke to the person and whatever, and I just opened up like I'm opening up to you, and they said they'll get back in touch with me. But you know what? I'm doing my own thing, because it's not only that, I'm also having sessions with my daughter-in-law's paid source for someone in Jamaica, and she's really good young person, like maybe your sort of whatever, and she's really good, and she's helped me to identify a lot of things. Soon I'll finish the session and then go on my own. As I said, I write, I do all sorts of things, and all I need is, sometimes I just need a little bit of support, so I know that somebody's there that I can
talk to.
Right.
Yeah. So, when you feel that you just want to be able to give.
Yeah, because I've reached out for support, and when I reach out for support, it's the plan they have in place to get me section. So they said they don't have anybody from, and then the last time I reached out, and I'm not calling again, these 5 police officers came with the intention. I know what they are, so I put my thing in and I tell them exactly what they want. Same like I'm saying to you, I'm giving you the information to make the change. I said whatever, and so that way. But you know what? Have you heard about the Reverend Rose Hudson Wilkins?
I have.
She's Jamaican, the first black whatever.
Yeah.
So it was 2014 after coming back from saying goodbye to my mother. I met her at the Housing for Women annual general meeting. So there are things there. So I have a lot of things in the pipeline. Whoever wants to work with me, they can work with me. Who don't want to work with me, but at the end of the day, my former employer is going to get it. Because if I was on Sky News representing them, if I was in the newspaper, in the Daily
Mail?
Not the Daily Mail, if I was in the Natural World magazine, I've represented them like at consultations, community secretary, I've written things as I said or whatever. So it's all out there. So that's why my LinkedIn account has been taken. But I started doing, because what I noticed when I started putting things on there, they would confiscate it. So I do it in the words first before I put it out there. So yeah. So it's been a relief.
I'm gonna do my part in regards to making contact with the mental health team and says, in regards to your willingness to engage, want to make changes, is there. I have no doubt that that's something you want to do in regards to, we talk about going back to your former self and stuff, and being able to contribute to society. I think definitely. So they definitely need to look into plan in terms of when you feel like you're going through a crisis.
And I need support.
There you go. Yeah. And
that's all I asked for.
Yeah, and you shouldn't feel like if I call police, you shouldn't. Yeah, that should not ever once cross your mind. You should be able to be like, I call and the support is there. Yeah. Especially because you're so good at articulating. So, no, but do you understand? I would struggle. You're very good, so I would assume the person.
Because it's my experience.
Like,
unless you, because you've had your trade, but I have training, but then I have also the experiences of certain things to add to that, wherein you wouldn't be able to. Yeah.
No, 100%.
Yeah.
And I think So you should definitely be able to use your voice, and you should definitely listen and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay. No problem. All right.
Yeah. Such a change. Such a relief. I'm no longer tense and thinking, am I going to say the wrong thing? Blah, blah. That's what has been happening to me. So it's like...
Well, I get it. I get it. Honest to God, I don't know. As I said, I don't know. So I wasn't raised over here, and I think in my family, obviously, we have our own struggles. So I identify when people are going through their own issues, and I try to be like, no matter what you throw at me, I'm gonna still try and listen and see what can happen because I understand those struggles.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah, I do.
I understand those struggles. So while I might not have experienced it myself, I've seen it, I've witnessed it, and it's made an impression on me. Yeah. To be mindful how I treat others. Yeah, to be mindful how I treat others. Yeah, all right. So when we go out, there's a information sharing form that we say needs to be signed, but you don't have to sign it. Sir, I don't know. Obviously, you can read yours. I don't know in regards to your eyesight.
He's good. He can read without glasses, and I can't. And we're both diabetic.
Wow. Yeah. So have a read. As I said, you don't have to sign, but we have to inform you. And basically, it gets uploaded on our system.
But okay. Where's it on there? Yeah, I need this. You need to be.
This is print.
Eh? Print name. It's alright. Maybe print it for you. Maybe print it for you. Just sign it and maybe do the rest. I'm not copying his, but I'm copying mine because I need it for. I need it for my. I know you don't need to copy his. It's okay.
That's why I said you don't even need to sign it. Listen.
No.
Yeah.
You know, it's procedure.
Yeah.
I believe in procedures.
Okay, make sure you read it 100%. Yeah, we mainly use it for example.
Yeah, I know the GDPR and the whole procedure.
Sometimes someone will say, "Can you make contact with my GP or housing officer?" And then they'll be like, "Oh, we need consent." So we will say, "Can we use this as a consent?"
Of course, I understand.
Yeah. But apart from that, it just gets uploaded and it just sits there. Yeah.
Better safe than sorry, I say. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, so that's it.
You see what he mean? Needs the heating 24/7 because he's. But then I like dress down to suit the situation because we have to meet each other's needs. So you're not very good at.
I don't know. Are you eligible for that winter fuel? I don't know where you get.
I think I got some.
I got something. Yeah,
I got something.
Yeah. Double check with that.
I did. I'm sure I did get some. Yeah.
There's lots of little things going around now with the fire bills and everything and stuff like that.
And you know, so the council asked me to do the because he's his age and I talk about how proactive he is. Yeah. So they asked me to do the video for the COVID thing. And then they asked me to I got a sign up permission. They said something was gonna come out in the Southwark Life magazine. Nothing. That's what I'm saying. With all that I've done before and whatever. Yeah. I'm just being like, I don't feel valuable because even when they asked me to do those things, it's like how I ended up in that book and it was used against me. Those things, you know. So yes, that's why I have to be safeguard myself.
Listen, 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
I thank you for coming and actually seeing who the real person. Because I have to put on a facade to protect myself, you know. Because it's been, as I said, you will not understand the full 8 years. Yeah. Now you might begin to see a little light shining of what's caused me to be this where I'm at. Because even after what happened, I was okay. If you go there. But since COVID came, nobody's taking into consideration the impact of COVID on my mental health. You know.
100%. Yeah. That has definitely impacted a lot of people.
Exactly.
People with mobility. Yeah, no, 100%. 100%. Yeah, 100%. No, I get that. Yeah. As I said, I just hope, and as I said, I'm going to be speaking with the team as well.
That's what I said, you're going to be the change.
In regards to things, because I'm a firm believer in terms of finding your voice. Yeah. Finding your voice and the impact it has when you feel like you've lost your voice, how it stays with you.
Exactly.
Yeah, it stays and it knocks you.
Of course.
Yeah, and
every time I pick myself up, not back down. And you know the relationship I had with the police to where, you know, I don't trust them. And even
They're
sometimes
meant to be the protectors, and if you
I'll be going out there and I hear the siren and it triggers me. And some people
yeah,
yeah, but I had that relationship because I have my brother I had a police brother in Jamaica. So so it's a lot of things. You look back and you see the things that's been there, and then these things happen and you ask why. So as I said to them the last time they're here, I want to be a voice so I can build back that trust and use whatever is happening to move forward. But they are not as receptive as you are. Although it's like when I look, I saw one of them in the background sniggering and blah blah blah. So I know what my rights are. So when I saw 4 men came in, I said, so I'm a female who called out for help. Where is the female? She was hiding around there. So then she came like trying to overtalk me and shout me down. And I said, no. So immediately I put on my thingy and whatever. I'm sorry but it's all about guarding myself.
You have to protect yourself. You never go to people's house. I always say you must always feel comfortable in your own house.
Exactly. So I'm glad you understand why I do what I do, and sometimes I have to be on the defensive because it's where I've been pushed. I was not that person. I'm a comedian, a jokey person who, when I'm shaking, I'll do something to cover up the shake, and when my voice is not coming out, I'll do something to pretend. So so it's good, and that's why I think I was such a good child care worker, Senko and everything. So I have my thing to show. So
you resonate, you understand people, you know.
Most of it from my own experiences. So So thanks a lot.
No, as I said, thank you first of all for, you always say this, but thank you for giving me the time and allowing me into your house, because at the end of the day you didn't have to.
Yes.
You know, so always say, you know, thank you, and for sharing whatever you want to share with me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, and that is going to be, as I said, part of your empowerment to make the change. And then we have links. Jamaicans. What's your surname?
I'm Smith, Smith, so boring.
No, I think I have some Smith in my DNA, but I haven't come up fully with it yet. But my originally Nembhard.
Okay.
And my mom was Chambers.
Chambers, my cousin is called Chambers.
And my granny Saunders on the other side, and Mills on the other side. But my Chambers family were like Barons in Grange, Westmoreland. So it's a small world. And that is St. Elizabeth's massive family.
Yeah, oh my God, yeah. Massive. I went there because I went to Jamaica in October.
Okay.
And I went there and it was just so whenever I go to St. Elizabeth, I always have a good time. Okay. Yeah, I can't remember which part we went to, but it was just so cool and nice, and the breeze was beautiful. Yeah. Yeah. I still have family back there, so I try to go. That's my happy place, basically.
Yes, me too. I'm returning.
Yeah. That's my happy place. So whenever I feel too stressed, I go back home, and that's my happy place. Definitely makes a difference. So yeah, when you brought that resume, because family members, friends that's been through it. Yeah.
Yes, thanks a lot. As I said, you know, it takes a bit of, but I was not the person you saw in the beginning. I'm the person you're talking to now. But I was pushed to become that person.
100%.
It's very painful, and it reached the same one time where I actually started hating myself for the person they make me become. But I'm picking myself up, and as I said, I have my writing. I do poetry.
And the main fact that you can talk about it, you identify, credit to you. But some people just ain't there yet. And to me, credit to you. Yeah. You know, and as I said, it for me, it'd be a shame to have met you, know that you want the support, and we don't find a way to continue to give.
It should even be a voice to help, you know, other people to be able to eventually take off that defensive mask that is hiding who they really are. 100%. Yeah, I'm more than willing.
Yeah.
So I was there. I was that person.
Yeah. Would you be willing to do like charity works and stuff like that to be able to?
Yeah, because I actually tried setting, because I now class myself as an expert authority on subjects from grade to grade. So I have my thingy where I said I even started the fight I get, the fight I get. So I just wanted to do a mental health and send advocate for that
Yes.
special educational needs. So if there's any way that they
Yeah.
can help me. Because as I said, I done the mental health thingy and I'm on their website using the gadget,
Yeah.
rather CMS and whatever. So I'm out there.
This
Yeah.
is really good.
Yeah. So just need somebody to give me a lift up
Look
because,
and think.
because as I said, I have my YouTube, I have my website. So some of the times I just tune out and focus on
That's your happy place.
It is.
That's
it
your
is.
happy place.
Yeah, and then I can just sit here in a few moments. I rustle up a point.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh yeah, I'm not good with words. That's never been my strong point.
But you know, we can
Yeah.
make our weak point become a strong point.
True.
But what have I done just now?
Yeah.
You're gonna be strong.
Yeah.
You're gonna make the
Yeah,
changes.
no, I like this.
And maybe you can use your experiences from going to school in America and combine it.
Yeah.
Because I want to set up, I've got a nephew, he will be 30 in September. Multiple disabilities, he never walked. And every time I go to Jamaica and I go and visit him, I said, if he was in America or here, he could sit on his body there and do great things. So one of my things is setting up a foundation in
Yeah. I like this.
Take it. I have more because I even have my t-shirts and I made my pen. So this is, here you go now. Get me to help with whatever. So if you need somebody as a motivational speaker, somebody is in whatever, and I can be a voice.
But this is
I empower you to go and do your work.
These are the kind of things, like, as I said, I'm not from the mental health team, but
but
I would have assumed they taken and use this to say, you understand, like, as you said, to empower other people, because that's how it is. That's how you support people. You don't it's not just professionals who doesn't have the experience. You need people. Who can
so
say,
I have actually have the experience and the training, and I combine your training with my whatever. And then with bridging the generational divide, because as I said, my multi-generational thing was started when I was working at Luton School. So there was a residential home. So the children and the whatever used to work together. So we'd go over there and do our little thing, and they would come over and stuff like that. So I have all those experiences going for me. So yes.
The thing is, in Jamaica, they can use stuff like
I want to do something.
Do you understand?
You know what? When my thingy was to do I met two professors on the 19th of September 2015 at Middlesex University, and I said to them, I want to gain my SEN teacher qualification to go back to Jamaica, because my intention is to go back. It's not going back. Touch wood. And they endorsed me on LinkedIn, but I printed that out, so I have those things, so whatever. So yes, it's so much I know, and it's coming back from, as I said, training and my actual experiences. Yeah, because my first son was misdiagnosed as being deaf and dumb, so I have a story around that. It's like, but then my father said it's in the family thing, and then when I meet this little girl, it was similar thing, and because I told her my story, Mom said yes, it's a family thing, and I have a handwritten thingy that she wrote to say whatever. So I've got lots of things there that can So if there's any way, you can whatever your work situation can help me to regain my voice, I'd appreciate that. So take that along with you.
Thank you.
Okay.
This is incredible.
Yeah. So see. If we were on the phone, would we achieve this?
And this is why I like to meet in person. Because sometimes when people talk and write, it's like, whoa, when you meet them,
it's a total different thing. Yeah. Because I wouldn't be able to let you understand
100%,
me.
100%. We would not be able to understand each other.
So we've reached this point. So thanks a lot.
We would not be able to understand each other. 100% true. In regards to this, but this is something, this is something that, I'm always, as I said, I'm very proud to make it. So.
Well, I'm a granny. You're looking at a granny. I've got 5 grandchildren.
You look very well.
I come from, I've got good genes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's good. That's
especially
good.
on the women's side, they live
Yeah.
long. My father's mother lived 10 years after he lived after him. She was 96. And my mother
Mm.
was 90. She had dementia in the end,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
yeah.
Still. Yeah.
That's my beautiful mama.
Wow.
Yeah, so I have everything to represent me. And
Yeah.
that's my husband's mother.
Okay.
Understand she lived to be 96 as well.
Wow.
And he's going for his
I
100. I
know.
has two siblings in Jamaica in their 90s.
Really? Wow.
So you see, we come a long way.
Yeah.
So thanks,
Pretty kudos to
thanks,
you
Mr.
and
Mate.
credit to you for,
Thanks. Yeah,
Jesus.
thanks
Yeah.
so much.
No, as I said, thank you for sharing with me. I always appreciate stuff like this because this is where I learn. Yeah, this is where I learn. And as you said, use my voice to make changes with myself.
All right, take care.
Oh, I won't keep you guys any much longer. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's the old gentleman.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Have a blessed day. Okay? Thank you so much.
That's who I am. Yes, Tom. So you see, everything you on the phone, everything work for a good. Yeah? Everything that happens to anybody in their life is for a good. So I'm gonna make use of this now. All right. She's a lovely lady. But we Jamaicans are. We were raised right. All right, let's get this going. Better days are coming. By and by, when we reach the city, in the sky, sorrow will be over, and joy will come at last. Better days are coming. I am better days are coming. By and by, when we reach the city, in the sky, sorrow will be over, and joy will come at last. Better days are coming. By and by. I want to go to heaven at rest. I'm tired of staying down. Here I'm tired of the troubles and trials. I want to go to heaven at rest. I want to go to heaven at rest. I'm tired of staying down here. I'm tired of the troubles and trials. I want to go to heaven at rest. Come by here, my Lord. Come by here, come by here. Come by here, my Lord. Come by here, come by here. Come by here, my Lord. Come by here. Oh Lord, come by here. Someone's crying, Lord, come by here, come by here. Someone's crying, Lord, come by here, come by here. Someone's crying, Lord, come by here. Oh Lord, come by here. One talent have I, to take to the skies, while others are blessed with 10 of the best. Why should I complain? From duty refrain. Oh, never, no, no. One talent have I to take to the sky. Others are best with 10 of the best. Why should I complain? From duty refrain. Oh, never, never. What talent have I to take to the sky, while others are blessed with 10 of the best? Why should I complain? From duty refrain. Oh, never, no. One talent have I. Leave is a thief. Leave the thief. Have taken my talents away. But the judiciary of England and Wales will be charged someday for discrimination against Mervelee Myers. One talent have I to take to the sky, while others are blessed with 10 of the best. The Crown Prosecution Service and the criminal justice system will be charged for aiding and abetting abusers. The abuser is Leaf, joined by Richard Harty of the University of East London. Men in childcare, he's the mastermind. I done their research, a voice of a child. Now the pedophile rings will be exposed. One talent have I to take to the sky, while others are blessed with 10 of the best. When I am finishing, professors will be called to give evidence for me. Liz Roberts, the editor. and peace like a river. I didn't let my name and it was well. Thou hast taught me to say, it is well, it is well with my soul. With my soul, it is well. It is well with my soul. It is well. It is well with my soul. I have taken back control of my life from Leaf and all the pedophiles abusing children. The reviews are online, so the Daily Express columnist say that take, don't lie, take, don't lie. It is well with my soul, with my soul, it is well. It is well, it is well with my soul. Judge Freya, Judge Hildebrand, Judge Martin, Justice Simla, Judge Shanks, Judge Parfit, Judge Knight, Brian Doyle, Adam Jones, Paul Kernigan, they are perverts covering up for Leaf pedophile. Richard Harty panicked and kicked me out of the University of East London. And then I found men in childcare, a voice of child. Now the world is gonna know the mastermind of the abuse rings. It is well with my soul. With my soul, it is well. It is well, it is well with my soul. Does Elephant and Castle, Hub Choir, Millie and Diana think they get away yet for what they've done? I go back to Cardboard Citizens, St. Giles Trust, and all those that discriminated against me. It is well with my soul. With my soul, it is well. It is well. It is well with my soul. I use singing for therapy. The criminal justice system gonna know who the criminal is needing emotional regulation treatment. It is well with my soul. With my soul, it is well. It is well. It is well with my soul. Remember, you're going to be called to give evidence about the pervert. That's Samantha Jones. lie their way, and you know they have me at Central London County Court. The world will know those who are perverting the course of justice. It is well with my soul. It is well with my soul. With my soul, it is well. It is well. It is well with my soul. In the societies we live in, politicians think they can get away by lying and cheating and doing all sorts. Who is the criminal needing emotional regulation treatment? It is well. It is well with my soul. It is well. It is well with my